So what we do with our content is that we provide access to all of our content using the Creative Commons license. We use different permutations of the licenses for different projects or different purposes. For example, in the past, a lot of the content that we'd have created in-house for our own staff would have probably carried a Creative Commons by attribution, non-commercial, non-derivative model, because it was quite a steep learning curve for us. We weren't completely sure whether we should be giving out access to all our content openly available so that people can just modify it as and how they want to do it. Whereas over the last few years, because of the trend moving towards more of an open educational resource approach, and us being involved in the UR project and the Meducator project and a number of other UK and European initiatives, we felt that actually we should also move with the times, and we have now decided to go with the share-alike model. In fact, a lot of our content doesn't even carry a by attribution or by attribution or non-commercial tag anymore, and it's simply a share-alike model that we try and put in place, because that actually means that people can have no fear. They can just do what they want at their convenience and get maximum dissemination out of it. At the same time, I think in terms of licenses, we've had to be really careful with a lot of our content because of the fact that it does contain sensitive information relating to patients, especially with images. We've had to be a little bit stricter with it as well, so we've had to kind of keep it a little bit more closed using the non-derivative models in certain instances within our projects. So it's a mixture of both, but I think I can safely say that all of our content will contain a Creative Commons license. So the benefits of using Creative Commons licensing for St George's and for our e-learning unit and our users. Firstly, for the institution, I think, especially in times of economic hardship like we're facing at the moment, we know that the Creative Commons movement is a big movement. There's a lot of content becoming openly available. So actually it means that for an institution we can get our hands on content and not have to worry about potentially being sued or or what we do with that content to use for our students. For us as a unit, it actually puts together in place some set procedures that we have to follow to actually adopt this license, and then it just makes sure that we do our due diligence when it comes to liberating content that we create ourselves. So some of the disadvantages in us using Creative Commons licenses, especially being in the area that we're in, medicine is a very image-rich subject, but with that comes a lot of information from patients and clinically sensitive images and other types of digital content. So sometimes the Creative Commons licenses as they aren't as compatible with those types of content pieces as they are with other types of content. So that's a potential disadvantage, but hopefully in time the Creative Commons will also move towards it and we can find a better, more suited model. But also there's a number of third-party content resource items that people will have undoubtedly as lecturers within our institution or wherever they be. And it's not always immediately obvious whether a Creative Commons license is compatible with that type of resource. So those are two key disadvantages that I can foresee with that.